Oh my, what have we gotten ourselves into here? Denizens of the interwebs, this is Double V. And what you see here is tits and ass online. Let's just be frank, please. The game is Scarlet Blade, but it's tits and ass online. Why do I say this? Well, where should I start? I mean, the screen that has the title on it, well, it's not actually, it doesn't have the title on it, but the first screen that you see when you open the game has a naked woman, or a depiction of a naked woman, with her face thrown into the air, sitting on some sort of machine looking like she's having an orgasm. From that point on, things don't really change much. You've got a character creation that is basically a lingerie photo shoot. Full frontal nudity right out of the gate when you start questing. Well, I mean, let me put it this way. The only thing that really stands out about this game is anything that used to be covered by clothing. But don't let my gruff attitude give you the wrong idea. I'm actually very happy about this. Why? Because if things go according to plan, you will not find stupid little children in this game. No, instead you will find adults with the minds of children, which is far better. There will be no uptight sphincter-squeezing prudes, or anyone who takes their life too seriously for that matter. I just don't see how they could be interested. So despite the gratuitous and obviously over-the-top, purposeful, feminine touch, it might actually be a pretty good community. And if you like Toon Poon, well, allow me to open the gates of heaven for you. And let's face it, no matter how sophisticated you act, there's always going to be some part of you deep inside, no pun intended, that enjoys scantily clad depictions of stacked female figures. Whether or not it's appropriate is certainly not even a question. I mean, it's highly inappropriate, which is part of what I like about it, and also part of what I hate about it. I mean, we don't need to talk about the mechanics or the way the questing works or anything really, because it's all been done. This is just like World of Warcraft meets Ion meets hentai, which is not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, it achieves all of this while still maintaining an M rating. So there's nothing outlandishly obscene, it's just insanely suggestive of the obscene things that they probably would show if it wouldn't fuck them up with the AO rating, which meant they couldn't advertise the game. But forget about all that. Back to what I was talking about, why that's part of why I hate the game. It seems like they may be trying to cover up for something. You know, it's like those movies where it's got gratuitous nudity because it's probably not going to be a very good movie, so they throw lots of nudity in there and a certain audience will buy it, which is tends to be a large audience, really. So I have to wonder, you know, is this game really going to be like a WoW and Ion clone with boobs? Because if it is, it's probably not going to last a long time. If they really plan on doing something new besides boobs, it might actually turn out to be a classic. Now, obviously, I didn't make it all the way through the game. I played it for a few hours, so I don't know what happens at endgame, if anything special is going on. I don't know what kind of features they're proposing. I just picked this up, thought it was very interesting and controversial, so we decided to make a video about it. Nonetheless, it is worth mentioning that if there's unique gameplay to be had, this could easily be a classic because it goes over the top to begin with. You know, it grabs a certain audience in with that, and it can grab a certain audience in with good gameplay mechanics. But most importantly, with good gameplay mechanics, it will keep its audience. Otherwise, you'll just forever have a string of people that download the game, play it, and go, oh look, boobs. Well, it's WoW. It's now WoW with boobs. You know what, I'm not interested anymore. And as a game developer, that is the last thing you ever want. I mean, you make this huge MMO that's supposed to span people, you know, hundreds of hours worth of gameplay at least, and you pull them in with a gimmick like the Queen's Blade series, which, you know, features lots of sexual art styles and themes, and then you lose them because your game was already something that came out before. I mean, it just can't happen. This game can't only be boobs, or else it will fail very, very hard. Anyway, that's all I really need to say about this game, I suppose. I will be doing in the future some silly little videos about it because, well, I feel like it's the appropriate game for such a thing. But until then, farewell, anime porn lovers. And remember, kids, okay, let's steal some this time. College is the only time in which being poor and drunk is acceptable. It's down the road, not across the street. And if a stranger offers you drugs, say thank you, because drugs are expensive. Double V out.